Hello, AJ. I think you can hear me then. I'm going to wait about 5 more minutes before I begin, but I'm just setting up my situation here. Okay. I'll be right back. Just wait for a few more people to come in. I'll start my webinar. Thank you. Okay, looks like it's 7 o'clock. I see Alma's also watching, but unable to access GroupMe at this time. Okay, JJ, perfect. And I have MJ. I believe that Eric was also unable to make it tonight. Just give him a call. Yes, he told me he was unable to make it, but it's okay. Most of them will be able to kind of see us through the video. Anybody want to send him a link? Eric, please send it to him directly. I don't know if he was able to join the GroupMe. The GroupMe is important, guys, only because it gives me feedback on what you guys are seeing, and you get to discuss. Also, another thing that the GroupMe is a place for you to ask me questions during the week, especially if you're about to do some kind of decision due to the course. This is a course idea that Eric kind of, called me about. I talked to him a lot about digital marketing. I taught him at Lone Star College. But overall, I'll explain the concept of what we're trying to do here, and everything with it. There's a few things more than anything has to do with this is a recording, of course, and the recording is mostly for the video that's going to be put out. That I'm hoping, since you're taking this digital course, you're going to put on your Facebook, put out there that this is a free webinar, and the more people that I have, I will definitely continue the course. Free course, absolutely, and this is why it's coming to you, and I'll explain to you guys why it is free more than anything. But I'm just now setting up the video so the way we could get right to this. And I'm going to wait a few more seconds just to see if anybody else shows up. And we'll get right to it. Right now, I'm just trying to mess with these settings. Okay, so I think that's it. That's going to be it. Okay. Perfect. All right. If you're out there on the GroupMe and you can watch me, which I think there's 4 of you right now, please communicate back and forward. Again, it's going to be a recording that will start soon. Terence was unable to make it. Okay, don't worry, they'll be able to see this video. However, I did tell Eric, for the actual discussion, for the live discussion, I need to increase it for me to continue the course. If there's not, like next week, if there's not about 8 of you, I'm not able to continue the course, because then what's the point of me doing this, right? I'm doing this complimentary, as long as you guys can increase the audience. And this is really this is part of marketing itself. But nice to meet you. I am Professor Puente. I do teach at Lone Star College marketing, and I've been hired on to teach at other colleges as well for next semester. And this is free for you, as long as you can help me promote the cause of digital marketing and come into this webinar. Okay, so I'll start the recording. And as we go to the recording, if you don't mind, everyone out there, everyone, JJ, MJ, and everybody else, please type in questions. Please, that really helps me. That absolutely helps me with the discussion. And if you have those questions, I'm able to answer them here. So as we go, comment. Since there's only so many of you, there's only about 4 of you, I absolutely need you guys to help me out on that part, because this is the recording that will go everywhere, that will convince others to join and continue. So the win-win here for everybody is that we have an audience, that we absolutely get an audience. So I'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hello, how you doing? This is Will Puente, and this is your free webinar on digital marketing. As we have here, this is the way I do things at Lone Star College, where I teach. I'm a professor there. But really what I'm doing is recording this webinar with a few help of the people that are watching me live on YouTube Live. So please put in your inputs, your comments on what we're trying to do. You'll see this recording. We'll pass it around, and hopefully we'll see you in the next webinar, which we'll speak about where it is and what is it about. This webinar is the first one of, I'm hoping, about 5 which will talk further about digital marketing. Digital marketing is something that is actually not that easy to find. There's a lot of information that's free about it, very confusing. And secondly, the stuff that's good is expensive. Trust me, I know a lot about it. All right, so it's a guide. The guide is for fundamentals, so you can understand in the future how to use these tools. The one thing you need to understand is that what to buy is probably the most up I can give you. What to buy, because you could spend and spend and spend and it may not be helpful for you. Or you can actually use some of the free to very low cost marketing, which is my style, for you to get ahead in your business. Okay. But the first webinar is going to be about the why, not much about the what. It's just like any other course, right? You understand why digital marketing. So let me begin. Okay. And first of all, digital marketing. About me, I'm Will Puente. I have an MBA from the University of Houston, Victoria, and it's actually a concentration on marketing. My understanding of marketing then was very little to do with digital marketing. Digital marketing is very difficult to find in academia. It is getting there. Now, that doesn't mean the MBA didn't help me. It absolutely did open a lot of doors. But on the digital marketing field, it didn't at that moment. Now, when you go to college, you start to see a little more about it. But it's still not academic in nature. Why? Because it changes quickly. It is so fast. So academia can't really keep up with it. Another reason is because it's really a B2C concept. And you really learn in business school a lot of B2B. We learn how to make Halliburton income, not necessarily yourself. So in this case, welcome to this free education. And I hope this is a great focused mind B2C, business to consumer way for you to make income in your business. And I hope you can take this webinar as a good introductory model for you to get into deeper items. And as you go through the internet, see, well, I need this and I don't, depending on what you're trying to do. Okay. I also happen to be here, as you can see here, I happen to be a real estate broker. This is what I do. As a real estate broker, I quickly understood that it really is about your marketing. But brokers do it totally different than the way I do it. And believe it or not, I'll be able to explain why. Okay. But overall, let me see here. Before I begin every marketing class, every digital, and I've always said I need to do this, in highlighting a buddy of mine and a mentor of mine on digital marketing. Okay. And this guy would be Kian Arshmandi. Kian Arshmandi is actually an attorney. He's an immigration attorney. As you can see, a very young attorney. He's the owner of his firm. Now, as an attorney, 10 to 15, 20 years ago, that would be incredibly difficult to do. Why? Because he's supposed to graduate from law school and he's supposed to go and work under an attorney for a long, long, long time until that attorney is ready to retire. And then he takes his clients when he himself is mid-50s, maybe into the 60s, right? Well, he didn't do that. He went and built his own brand name immediately, thanks to digital marketing. Arshmandi Law is a digital marketing machine, and it has gotten him multiple cases, hundreds of cases in a 4-year time span. Cases that would otherwise be difficult to obtain the traditional marketing ways. So this is what this course is about. How to do it like Kian Arshmandi. And you have to think, okay, things have just happened recently. And it all begins with just, in my opinion, the iPhone. Being able to pick up an iPhone and search law immigration practices close to your area, as opposed to asking around, hey, do you guys know a good immigration attorney? And then someone telling you someone they work with maybe about 10, 20 years ago. Now you could just go online, find the person, look at the reviews, and go to their location. Or maybe just call, maybe not even go to the location. This affects the entire system. This is really important for you to understand because now the businesses have less to do with certain factors that it used to in the past. Let me continue explaining. Earlier marketing. Marketing in the early era was real simple. I, as a real estate broker, should tell you. It was about commercial real estate. As you can see here, I have a picture of the Galleria. Galleria is an expensive location. But why do you pay for it? Because there's so much traffic that goes through it. It absolutely brings a lot of crowds. That traffic equals more business for you because they just stumble upon your front door. You can see here a nice, beautiful signage of an attorney, a law office, right? Well, Keon didn't need that. Keon did not need commercial real estate, expensive commercial real estate in the Galleria area or in Kingwood Drive or in the major metropolitan areas because he is using digital marketing. Now, the marketing is getting away from physical location where you have to go meet somebody and just let me find you on the internet and let me see your reviews and let me see what you're about. And maybe I could just call you. And when I speak to you, I can get that service and value over the phone, as opposed to both of them having to get up and going somewhere. Or if they want to meet up, it'll just be for simple clarity. But the first contact can be done digitally, and that changes the entire game. Here's another picture of a billboard that easily costs in the thousands. If these attorneys will have to pay thousands of dollars to get leads, their service are going to be higher. They're going to be expensive. But nowadays, because of digital means, because of freebie marketing, because of low-cost marketing, it is much easier and much more competitive. It's all about how to use it for your advantage. Okay. And I said that this webinar will be more about the why. And I hope that kind of hit you. Right now, the people that are spending tons and tons on earlier marketing strategies may be wasting their time. Things have changed. And this is where academia, business schools are trying to catch up to, but things are going so fast. So now these small young attorneys are running circles around the big major groups. I mean, they used to get hundreds of cases. And the people that are still waiting in the line to kind of get leads may be wasting their time. This is important for you to understand because in real estate, for me, it absolutely happened. I didn't need to go wait for a broker to give me all their leads after a long time. I made my own. And as you can see, this is part of my system, Flat Fee by You, flatfeebyou.com. I use this keyword because it means a lot to investors. When you go to Google and you type in flat fee MLS listing, it shows up as an ad. My ad right now, tonight at 8 p.m. on a Thursday, is turned off, specifically because that's not necessarily when I see people ordering. These ads are on, so I've actually adjusted. All these little tactics help. You're probably asking yourself, what is flat fee MLS listing? How is that even a real estate term? That is a term only understood by real estate investors. If you know flat fee MLS listing, you're a real estate investor. Coincidentally, that is who I'm trying to get. And it's perfect because if it's pay per click, I'm only reaching my absolute crowd. And they're going here and they can make their order. Everything on this website has been strategically done to pick up an order so I can continue on to the next step. Funneling. Absolutely. So with that said, we can keep going. Okay. And term-based knowledge. This is how I plan to teach you. I plan to teach you the language of digital marketing. This language is quickly evolving. It's not one specific type of language. It's terms that the industry uses, some terms that have been used in marketing as a research field for a long, long time, some that are brand new. And I leave this link to you. I'm going to leave this link to you tonight for you to go over it. And here it is. It's on the internet. I grabbed one of the best glossary terms e-commerce guys I could find, and I gave it to you. Understanding these terms before the next webinar could actually help you quite a bit. And this is not type of knowledge that you go to college and you try to pass a test. There really is no test. This is up to you, whatever you want to know. It's more like a secret. What do people do with secrets? They pay They pay for secrets. But funny enough, because of digital marketing, that game has completely changed. This is why you see so many webinars out there. It's called freebie marketing, and it happens to be some of these terms. Freebie marketing just means I give this information to you for free as an exchange for something. And in this case, I'll tell you what I'll ask for it. It won't be monetary, but it will translate to some monetary value or some fame value to me. Okay. But understand that these terms absolutely help. And they're not as common as you think. You've heard of blog. You may have not know about content management system. Conversion rate, typical marketing term. But some of these are not. Drop shipping. Understand what drop shipping is. Some of you may be doing e-commerce sites through Amazon. Some people may or may not know what eBay is. Don't think you know these already, but understand how they work. Fulfillment, Google Analytics, all these terms are also applications that you could use yourself. Landing page, margin, PPC, pay-per-click. These are all really important. Try to get them to understand, because this is how I teach. When you leave out of here, I'm hoping to speak these terms to you and they click. That way, I could show you the tactics and you sit down and write your digital strategy for your business. Okay? That's going to be on you. No one can tell you a strategy. Only because if they could tell you the strategy that works for you, they just do it themselves. You're supposed to come up with it on your own. And you're supposed to be careful enough to understand that others could copy it. It's a strategy game. The tactics I can give you, but I have my own items for myself. And I've told you a little bit about it already, which is good. Okay, and then we'll go to the next. Glossary and resources, which I'll definitely be sending that to you. Okay. And the webinar aspirations. So with this webinar, and the reason I'm giving this to you is to increase awareness, introduction, and guidance, most of all. This is not going to be you're going to be a digital marketer overnight. Absolutely not. The one thing you may learn is what to buy, what not to buy, what to use, what not to use. So it saves you some time while you're trying to figure it out. This is a little bit of an art and a science put together, but it's not quickly knowledge that you can go into any even college class to kind of pick up. It is really about you. We'll tell you the tactics. I can tell you tactics, but you have to strategize on your own. Lean costs for free information. I will definitely give you information. It will be free for you to use. However, I have to keep it at a lean cost. This is part of digital marketing. If I had to go and create a production that it's higher quality, that means I will have to charge for it. This is why I can keep it so simple and free. This is a balance. This is part of maybe your possible strategy. My style is lean cost, so I can give better, cheaper service. Okay. Some of you guys may want a video that's a little more interactive or one-on-one. That costs. And that's exactly what I was telling Eric. That cost. If I could record these meetings, if I could have people call me and talk to me right through GroupMe, I could definitely send out information that will continue to help you. List of live close participants. I plan to have a small but quite well done list of close participants through these weeks, just because I wanted to understand how this works and get an idea of it, and then continue to do them later on. Constant participation, guys. You guys are really quiet out there. Thank you, MJ, for saying excellent. But really quiet out there. If you have questions, tell me something so that way I can give back some feedback to you in the video. Even exchange of education for promotion. Okay. Hey, I'll give you this free education. I need your promotion. This is part of the digital marketing. I need you to get out there and put this video. It's going to be recorded on Facebook. So there are others. Tonight, we only had about 5 participants. We need double that. We need to double that to 10. And then after that, double that to 15 and 20. And spread the message, because this is how it helps me. That brand name getting around, I get value out of it. This is exactly what I speak to business students about. Value does not mean monetary. Right? Already have others interested. Thank you, MJ, because that will absolutely help. and solid and shareable information. So MJ, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a link of this video recorded tomorrow because it's got to be a little edited, and you're gonna take it to your friends who wants to join or the business owners who want to learn. So next time they come in and sit down and they can actually follow along. In the beginning of a long-lasting relationship. Hey, if you have any questions, you let me know. Again, I'm a business owner. I've been doing this since 2013, this type of digital marketing. This doesn't mean you have to be 100% digital marketing. It could be that this is 20% of your overall marketing strategy. But trying to know and trying to understand it is important. It is actually very difficult to consult this information out. Let me tell you, and this will be part of the course because it's really valuable, absolutely valuable. This is why Google has a market cap of about $750 billion because they hold a lot of the key in digital marketing. So you have to at least understand Google and the new up-and-comers in digital marketing, Facebook being one of them. And understanding even the small difference between a customer and consumer. There's little items that people kind of take for granted. No, you being a Facebook user does not mean you know Facebook. You paying for Facebook ads. That is being a true Facebook customer. So see those differences? Those little differences what I'm planning to teach you. Okay. And here we go. Small details. We're trying to meet 5 Thursdays. Thursday's the time I have. And so it'll be about for 20, 30 minutes. I'll tell you what's going on. You can text me through the week and kind of answer a few questions. Those who participate will get advice from me on digital marketing by me. If you have a few questions, just throw it up. I'd rather you give those questions in this GroupMe application. So when I answer, someone else will get, a little more information from it. Recordings will be available to public after some time. So when you come in live, you get it right away. I have to do some editing, and I'll definitely get it to you. Your question and participation will be placed public with your permission. If you're here and you're saying something like NJ is, I'll have to get your permission for me to be able to share it. And this is free of charge, cost-wise, of course. You can go ahead and promote this video too as well. You can use it for your educational purposes. Please share the videos once it's done. That's how you compensate me for sharing the video, getting it out there. And this is absolutely part of digital marketing. One day you're going to want me to promote your brandings out to my own circles. And I wouldn't mind, especially if I helped you with it. So this is kind of the marketer's rule, help another fellow marketer, right? As long as it's a win-win scenario. And educational only, please use at your own risk. Marketing is something that could make you spend quite a bit. Be careful, absolutely careful. Let me tell you, there's webinars out there or even seminars that you go and they will charge you thousands. It just does not equate to performance. You gotta be super careful. This is where I believe free marketing, freebie marketing, the way I'm doing it, is much easier because there is no expectation. You're just kind of picking up your points. Thank you so much, guys. That is absolutely it, I believe. That's my webinar for today. Again, you're in the GroupMe. You have questions, send it to me. Through the day, I'll kind of check them. I'll get you this video to you. Thank you, MJ and JJ and everybody else that participated. Hopefully, we have a little bigger of a crowd next time, but we're just promoting this. Eric, great idea. Thank you so much. I know you're going to be watching this recording. Promote it, promote it, promote it. That should be the rule of the digital marketer. And I hope and wish you a great marketer career because if you're a businessman and you have a phone, you are living in a great age. Congratulations. You were born in the right age. So thank all the inventors that put things together and let me know what else you need. Thank you so much.